Welcome back. This is EC's EDC, and today we're going to be taking a look at the edccarry Max backpack. The edccarry Max backpack is a 30-liter backpack, putting itself in a category that could be sort of, light travel, maybe one bagging, and perhaps, if you're up to it, a larger everyday carry backpack. I just took this bag on a trip for a week, and I've got some thoughts and feelings about it, but I wanted to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, this backpack comes in 3 different colorways. This is called Tarmac Black. They have a ocean blue and a earth green color. The black and blue are VX21, and the green is a X42, all made by X-Pac. So just something to note, depending on which color you're looking to purchase, based on availability, you will get different sort of thickness in the fabrics by color. Now, this is a great backpack. I love this backpack. I had a great time using it. I've got a lot of good things to say about it. I've got a few critiques that I'll mention. But I will start with, the obvious. It is rated for 30 liters. So this is a larger backpack. I will say I don't think it's actually a 30-liter bag. I think it's somewhere smaller, probably hovering around 26 to 28 liters on usable capacity. They say that the main compartment is 25 and the work areas, probably the laptop section, is another 5 liters of space. So depending on what you're putting into that laptop section, you're really looking at that 25-liter main capacity. Anyways, let's jump in, take a look, and we'll begin with the outside of the bag. So, covering the bag, like I mentioned earlier, this is a VX21 fabric that you see almost everywhere. There are a lot of nylon accents. The bottom of the bag is actually 1000D. So this is Cordura's 1000D, and you'll see those nylon accents, creating what edccarry calls their A-frame. This nylon strapping, which is sewn around all the different sides, this gives it additional structure so that even when the bag isn't super full, it maintains its shape, which is desirable, and also helps the bag stand up. Bit of a leaner, but it stands up on its own without any issues. There are a number of zippers on this bag. They are all YKK, reverse coil zippers. The main compartment is a number 10, and I want to say that the water bottle pocket here on the side, this is a number 8. The laptop compartment is a number 10, and I want to say that this front pocket here is a number 8 as well. So there are, like I said, a number of places you're going to find nylon webbing on this bag. It is abundant, which means you've got a lot of spots to lash your gear. I think it's pretty cool. It's very sleek and subtle, and it does a nice job of providing you with some accessibility. Now on this side of the bag, we have a nice carry handle. This is a thick pad, very thick foam. I do like the side handle carry option. I think it's a nice supplement to what is on the top of the bag, which we'll look at. It's the same handle, but just giving you a second place to grab the bag is a nice touch. We also have another bit of webbing up here, for you to throw on a carabiner, a hero clip, or do what you will with. And again, these loops are just, they're everywhere on this bag, giving you all sorts of, you know, modular options. Yeah, you'll be finding nylon looping everywhere. The only place you'll find branding is here on this Hypalon tab, which is sewn into the side panel. And you'll also find that same Hypalon on the strap. We'll take a look at that in a little bit, but that's right here. So we've got the X-Pac, the 1000D, we've got the nylon webbing, YKK zippers throughout, one side handle. And on this side, we have a water bottle holder. This is an internal water bottle holder. It is sized to fit, you know, your standard 20-ounce bottle. I was able to fit, this is a 20-ounce Zoji Rushi insulated thermos. I was also able to fit a clean canteen 20-ounce bottle, as well as a Yeti Rambler. I only have the 18-ounce, but the 20-ounce looked like it would fit too. And we got some more webbing. There is one other little pocket over here that's sort of hidden. This is a little admin section that kind of goes the entire length of this side panel here. And this actually has two zippers, which I think, zipper's getting stuck. We'll talk about that at some point. Oh yeah, that's a good one. There it goes. This side compartment, this little access panel is really great for storing some small stuff, earbuds, maybe some snacks, keys, and throughout the bag, we're going to see this over and over. There are daisy chain webbing sewn in here. edccarry does a pretty cool thing. We'll look at that here in a second. In their front pocket, they have the same nylon webbing, this daisy chain here sewn in, and they actually provide you with this modular keychain, and it is simply looped right here. And you can just give this a little tug. That comes right off, and you can put this in a number of different places in the bag. I think this is a great feature. Super smart, allowing you to make the bag sort of what you want. We'll put this somewhere else in a little bit. That front pocket, that also has two stretch mesh pockets that are oriented vertically. So your items will sort of sit down towards the bottom of the bag when you're wearing them. But the access is horizontal. So you have to go in and then kind of down to get what you want. And in here, this bottom or back pocket, I have some field notes, and up here I just stash a pen for easy access. I found I didn't use this pocket too much, as when I was filling the bag, I kind of work out of pouches. I just didn't have anything that I really wanted to put in here, so pen, paper, sort of easy access stuff's going to go in here for me. And then lastly, as we look at the top of the bag, there's that other handle, right? So same handle you have here on the side, you've got one on the top. It's actually great to hold. Not super squishy, it's firm, but really provides a nice carry space. It is easily reachable when you're going to grab for it. It's not super low profile, making this nice, you know, putting this under a seat or in the overhead compartment. I was grateful for these handles being nice and easy to grab. Now, on the top of the bag, on the back panel, we do have one more little pocket. This is hidden right behind the back panel, and it goes to about here and is almost the entire width of this area, but the zipper path is a little more narrow, so you're not going to totally get access to all of that depending on what you're putting in here. but I find it is a great spot to stash a passport, as this kind of feels like, you know, a travel bag, whether supplementing roller luggage or, you know, giving it a go for one bag travel. So while the bag's flipped over, we'll have a look here at the back panel. I think this is one of the coolest little features you're going to get on this bag. Yes, it has your carrying handle up top, but you also have a hanging handle or strap. This is awesome. I love this for, you know, a hero clip. You're running into a bathroom, pull the hero clip out, or hang it on the little hook on the door. This is a great place and great little thing. You don't even notice it. You don't feel it when the bag's on, but I think it's a wonderful little touch. The back panel and the straps, they're made of Zote foam. This is a very comfortable bag. This foam is very plush, rides very well, and I have nothing but good things to say about how the bag feels, even when loaded out. Super comfortable bag. I think this air channel also does a great job of providing you circulation. And here in the air channel, we also have your luggage pass-through. Again, making this really targeting, you know, travel. This is for your roller luggage. The bag will sit horizontally on that roller handle. So again, we have more X-Pac here on the strap, more nylon webbing, seatbelt material, which is sort of tacked and giving you the option to, you know, attach things if you want. And we do have one little Hypalon strip with edccarry's logo and branding right here. There is also a hidden sternum strap, which is removable. It is not permanent, so you can take it off if you don't want. And it is Fidlock. So this is Duraflex, actually, not Fidlock. It is magnetic, but the hardware is Duraflex, I believe. Strap keepers here on the sternum strap, as well as on the straps themselves. That extra nylon is going to be secured by small elastic, which is a great touch. Super easy thing for a bag company to do, and I'm really glad that they do that here. So yeah, just so you know, that foam comes all the way down here, so you're not going to have, and it also sort of rolls away from the back panel, so nothing's digging. This sits up higher than this does, so there's a bit of separation here from your lower back. I think it's a nice touch as well. It's a smart design feature. One more time, we'll look at the bottom of the bag. 1000D, bunch of loops. Now we'll look at the laptop compartment. They call this the business compartment, I think. Admin compartment? I'm not sure what they call it. But it's where you throw your laptop. This is super big. It's very padded. Laptop section is suspended. I am able to pull a 16-inch machine. They say this space accommodates a 17-inch machine, which I believe because of how, oh my God, what am I doing? How big that space is. Again, it is suspended, so you're going to have a lot of, there we go. Okay, that's better. You're going to have a lot of support. The frame sheet is accessible right here. You can remove it if you want. It is sort of a foam material, very rigid foam, but foam bends, so it's not too rigid. On the other, let's see if we can do this. On the other side of the laptop divider, there is stretch mesh, and I want to make sure you guys can see that. There's a tablet sleeve here. Also got a notebook in here. But that stretch mesh is here. This is a 10th generation iPad, and it only goes about halfway down, but you know, it's holding it in securely. You've got padding here on the space between the two machines. And you also have a small stretch pocket here. This would be great for a stylist. You know, for your iPad pen, perfect there. And additionally, this section has some built-in organization here at the top. So I've just stashed sunglasses and a hero clip in here. I find this is really easy to get to instead of going into the main compartment and digging around. edccarry has included 4 different smaller stretch mesh pockets. These are pretty small. You know, I'm not really sure what I would put in there. You're not going to fit a mouse. You could fit some cables wound up. You could probably fit some smaller wall chargers. My laptop chargers would not fit here. So, you know, I think maybe had they done away with the stitching here, just had 2 stretch pockets, this would have been better suited to hold a laptop charger, its power cable, or other things that you would want to put in there. But I do like that they've included this. Air also does this in their laptop section. I think it's a nice touch. It's also worth noting that the zipper track for the laptop comes just about as far down as the main compartment zipper. We'll look at that. So it's about 3/4 the bag. But as you zip it up, that laptop only zips to here. So, you know, it's kind of like a half of a horseshoe. But very good protection on your machine. So you've got about 5 liters in there, I believe edccarry says. Let's take a look at the inside of the main compartment. So this is not a full clamshell bag. It's close. A little bit more than 3/4, and that flap just kind of falls over. I've packed this out for a travel scenario. In this scenario, I'm using a carry-on roller luggage, which is going to hold my clothes. I'm not packing any clothes here. This is sort of what I want for the plane, maybe while I'm at my destination, and I'm doing sort of a throw a sling in there so I have something smaller to use at my leisure. Let's take a look here at the main compartment. So again, that sling, I just had that resting right here. I've got my cap 1. Cap 1 for me is typically my go-to for tech stuff. I do have a laptop in here. This doesn't have my laptop charger. I really don't bring laptops when I travel. I'm not usually traveling for work, so that's in there just to show you what it looks like. We'll talk about what a 1-bag travel pack-out looks like with a laptop in a little bit. But this is my daily tech. I travel with headphones, so I've got my Sony over-the-ear headphones. In here I have my Nintendo Switch. So for those long flights, it's nice to have a bit of entertainment. So I've got my Nintendo Switch console right here inside this little pouch, which was made for me. And then I've got a third-party controller. My hands are too big for the other one, so I find it works well in here, and it keeps everything really protected. And I also have Evergood's new half cap, and this is, for me, a small toiletries kit, or DOP kit. Allows me to throw in some toothpaste, chapstick, my toothbrush, some emergency items. Got my little travel deodorant, Q-tips, so on and so forth. But I think it's a nice form factor for stashing some of your essentials away for your hygiene. I had that stashed in this side pocket here. And this side pocket is also stretch mesh. We're going to see inside the bag a number of places where that daisy chain has been attached. There are, in fact, 4 places. So, you know, say you wanted that keychain inside the bag and not in that front compartment. Bada bing, bada boom, you're attached, and you know your keys are now secured somewhere else, perhaps a little bit more secure for you. And it's very easy to remove. Now the inside of the bag is a 420D ripstop fabric. It's also worth mentioning that this water bottle compartment is lined with 420D. This is not waterproof material. So if your bottle, right, which is right here, leaks, the contents inside this bag may be compromised. This bottle is lockable. I trust this in here. I do put that in my bags where there's no water bottle pockets on the outside as well. So I've had good luck with this, but just know that this is not going to contain whatever liquid is in your bottle should it spill. But that is the interior of the bag. Actually, I missed something. That daisy chain, it also runs the entire length of the interior, top to bottom, on both sides. So you can lash that keychain here as well, or any other cord. And inside the bag, a little hard to see, there's a tag that says Max VX21. Says the lining is 100% nylon. We've got the EVA foam. Gives some cleaning instructions, and it says that the company is designed in, or resides in Hong Kong, but the bag is made in China. So let's throw this stuff back inside. All right, and let's take a look here at the inside of the panel. So we have a stretchy mesh pocket here. This does move around. You're able to put some larger items in here. It'll conform to whatever you have. I've just stashed away some snacks for my flight in here. This is Alpine & Sea's, actually don't know what this pouch is called, but this is a great little pouch. It's gusseted, so it's got some expansion. Perfect size for me to throw some snack bars. And then up here we have this opaque ripstop pocket at the top of the internal panel, and I just keep 2 topo pouches in there. And again, we're going to see more of that daisy chain. So, you know, I think this is a good spot for keys. I like having them sort of out of the way. Most keys have fobs nowadays, so you don't even really need them for your car. This might be tricky for your apartment, but I'm going to keep that up there. I think that's a good spot for me. And that's, you know, that's the interior. More ripstop up here. We do have one more Hypalon tab with edccarry's branding and logo, for that matter. And, you know, that's the backpack. So let's go over this in a one-bag travel scenario, because I think it does border being really capable for a lot of folks, especially folks who travel a little bit more minimally. I am not that person. I would be a many bagger, not a one bagger. But let's do a quick swap of contents, because I've got some things prepared here. So say you've got, you know, close to a week. This is 4 days worth of clothing. I've got underwear, socks, shirts, 1 pair of pants right here. This is the Peak Design medium-sized cube, and it does fit in there. Granted, I still have my water bottle in here. I still have my small DOP kit tucked away inside there. A little tight, but it fits. And now I'm going to be bringing a Cap 2. And the Cap 2 is going to be my laptop, charging, my tech needs for this trip. And I still need headphones, so we are going to throw those on top. And have a look here. It's a little tight, but no problem. These YKK zippers. And it is, right, it's still a 30-liter bag. I'm not going to walk around my destination with this bag, so here I'm going to throw in the Evergoods Civic Access Pouch 2. This is the improved one. Quick look here at the buckle being moved to the side. We've got the strap keeper, and we've also got the tri-glide over here. I think this is fantastic. Love that Evergoods listens to feedback. But this is the nice small 2-liter pouch, and this, we will put this in this front pocket. It'll be tight, but she'll fit. And there you go. You've got, it is very packed. A little bulgy, but it's all right. You got nice foam, nice foamy straps, nice back panel. This is gonna keep you very comfortable. You won't be too sweaty. You'll be happy with these straps, even if this is loaded out and on the heavier side. Me, you won't find me one bagging, but maybe we'll see you one bagging with this. Now, I did just travel with this. We've had, in this house, we've had this bag for about 1.5 years. It's seen a bunch of trips. This is actually my wife's bag, and I borrowed it for this last trip, and I really liked it. Again, it's super comfortable. I cannot state that enough. The straps, the back panel, it's wonderful to wear and carry. I do have a couple gripes. Now, the first, actually before we get into the gripes, let's keep talking about the positives. Positives, X-Pac, VX21. This is great. I was caught in a bit of a rainstorm, kept my stuff dry. We'll talk about a con later. It's got the 1000D bottom, you know, whatever. Love the zippers. Zippers are solid. You can't go wrong with YKK. They are also lockable. So you can throw a TSA lock on that. That's a sweet touch. The poles are simple. I like the nylon poles. They're easy to use, but they're not fancy. A little bit of jangle, not too bad. Love the handle. The handle's great. Both handles, in fact, are great. And yeah, that's what I like about the bag. I think it's got really great premium materials. I think it's a good size bag. That 30-liter probably acts more like a 26 to 28, like I mentioned. And that sort of takes us into the cons. So I think it's mislabeled a little bit. I think it shouldn't be a 30-liter backpack. I think it should probably be like a 28. I also find that, you know, with the X-Pac here in the top, you've got an AquaGuard zipper for the laptop compartment. This is the only place you find this. A lot of weather resistance, but then you've got 1000D bottom. And, you know, even if it was DWR coated, which I don't think it is, this is gonna soak up water. And it is padded, right? It's thick, but it just feels like a mist to me. So that's my feelings on that. The water bottle pocket, you know, you have a 30-liter bag that, to me, feels smaller. Having an internal bottle pocket is, again, just eating up at that space even more. It's nice to have it hidden. I think it looks really sleek. It fits most of the bottles that I use. I also think we have a miss here with the 420D ripstop as the interior. I would have liked to see this as the X-Pac on the inside. That would have, in my opinion, provided a better waterproofing capability in, your disaster scenario if your bottle ever leaks. So I think that would have been, and perhaps could be a nice adjustment or update to this bag in the future. And then the last critique I have is this front pocket. You actually saw it got snagged earlier. I found that I was catching this fabric on the zipper over and over. Same thing here. Nope, not that one. Same thing here with this one. This zipper flap, I won't catch it now because we're filming. That's how that works. But I did catch it multiple times during my trip. One time at TSA and security, this is where I was stashing my phone, and it was like, oh, come on, why right now? So, maybe next time you throw on the AquaGuard zipper here with a little zipper garage, and, oh, there it goes. And that provides, a little bit of waterproofing. I realize the flap kind of keeps it discreet, but I don't think you need a discreet pocket there because you still have this. You have this super hidden, pocket up here, which is also quite sizable. So, if you really needed to secure some valuables, this would be where I'd put it. Certainly not here. So I think this could be done a little bit better in my, the next time around if they were to revisit this bag. But, I love the fabrics. I love the material choices. I love the design. I think it fits and wears really well. Love that there's strap keepers. My gripes are my own. It's still a wonderful bag. I had a great time using it. And it's definitely on the larger side for EDC. I took it to work a couple weeks ago, and I found that there was a lot of extra space. It just felt big. It's a little deep. I think it compares pretty well to the Evergood CTB 26, which I also do take to work with me. So here we've got the Evergood CTB 26, and next to it we're looking at the edccarry Max. So this is your 30-liter bag. This is your 26-liter bag. If we were to look at them sort of side by side, keep in mind this bag is almost half packed. I can still smush this down. This bag is packed to its capacity. There's not much else going in here. So if this CTB was packed out, I think it would bulge a little bit too, and I think they would be a very similar form factor. So that is a good comparison, I think, especially with, you've got the handles on the sides and the top. Both bags offer a luggage pass-through. You've got front access, you've got water bottle pockets. edccarry's done a really nice job with this bag. I think it's really unique. It's a sleek looking bag. And I really enjoyed using it. So that's my thoughts. Awesome job on this bag. Maybe we'll see some updates. It'd be cool to see some revisions. What do you think about this bag? Is this the bag for you? Are you taking this one bagging? You pairing it with a luggage? Maybe this is your everyday carry if you got a lot of stuff to bring to work. But I'd like to hear your thoughts, so let me know below. And thank you for stopping by. I will catch you in the next one. This is EC's EDC. Have a great day.